Well, that looks gorgeous, Richard, but explain why we've just created it.
Yeah, well, basically, he had a Ram Air silicon hose to the stock airbox. Now, obviously, some people might scoff at that, but he explained, obviously, in detail why. He said he had the CPL kit before, and where he lives, it's quite rural, and he said he went to service the filter and obviously checked the filter, and it was like rusty, obviously got a load of water on it, dirty and everything else. So he said the reason that he moved it was solely because he knew that it wasn't doing any good being down there under the bumper.
Yeah, he didn't want to go through some floods.
Didn't want to go through some floods or whatever. So he said he wanted to move it into the engine bay. Now, straight away I said, maybe an issue there that the airbox can't flow the amount of air that the engine needs, and then that pipe may collapse because it's quite a long length of silicon, so it wouldn't take much to...
Because we tuned this car previously.
We have tuned the car previously.
When it had a CPL Big Bore induction kit.
Yeah. So we obviously ran the car. The pipe did collapse at the top end, or almost at the very top.
Yeah, they've seen that. They've seen that little bit of video.
That in the video. We've done that. So what I've remade here is, admittedly, I would have liked this silicon here to be black, but it's what we had in stock. So we've made him an induction kit, put a math boss on it, obviously 3.5-inch filter, stepped it up from the throttle body to 3.5-inch, and then the filter. Obviously, people I'm sure in the comments are going to be, that's not the best for power, it's going to suck up hot air. I get all that, I understand. But people have to understand you're doing what the customer wants you to do as well.
Sure.
He doesn't want an induction kit down there because he's had problems, so he wanted it in the engine bay, and this was the best solution to that problem. We moved the battery back to where obviously the battery would be moved in a battery location instance, and then ran that out as straight as we can, sort of a 20-degree angle to get all that in there. I think that's really smart. We've just done a power run and we've made a bucket load of power. So.
Yeah, so we're not going to quote figures here, but what we will show is the difference between the graphs. And as you can see, blue line is as we started and green line is where we are now before we start tuning again.
Yeah, so some real positive gains there. I think that's he'll be really happy with that.
Oh, fantastic. Right, on to the hard work.
Yeah.
Richard, a supercharged FN2. Like I said earlier, we've seen this one before.
We have seen it before. I'm pleasantly surprised with the results, to be fair. I think some of the modifications that were done were necessarily a backstep. He said he had a 3-inch exhaust. His missus couldn't deal with the drone. It was making her feel sick or whatever. So he went back to take a 70mm because it was quieter and it was a better...
It was easier than not taking your missus everywhere with you.
Yeah, so he'd done that. Which I thought, oh, that might affect power a little bit. But then he has made some changes to the exhaust manifold. So I believe that it's that sort of counteracted each other, if you get what I'm saying. So the
gained here, lost there.
Gained here, got lost there. So I don't think that's hurt the car at all. I think where we obviously had a problem this morning, which we realised pretty quick on, was obviously the induction kit. We've remade that. And we made some power, which obviously we were, I didn't think we were necessarily going to do, but I'm happy with that. And then we've just tuned accordingly. So obviously we've had to add some fuel and stuff from its previous tune. I think actually out of everything that's now happened, this car actually is flowing better than it previously was doing.
Awesome.
So
that's awesome news.
It's made some more power.
It's a great car. He's a lovely chap. So anything else to add to that?
No, I don't think so. I think
just a positive result.
Yeah, we sort of made 360 was where we finished, is it not, this time around?
Yeah.
So I think we finished at 360, which for a top mount kit I'm really happy with. So I think it'll take it away and enjoy it.
If you're thinking of building a supercharged FN2, then by all means get in touch with us. We can talk you through building a spec list for it, getting the parts right, getting the mods right, and then obviously we can tune on ecutek software.
I mean, we obviously, again, we can supply that and we can fit them here, obviously, if people want to do that. I mean, again, turbocharger builds, we don't tend to do turbocharger builds in FN2s because there's a lot of heat problems with FN2s, isn't there?
Do you like fire?
Yeah, well, I don't personally, no. I think
most FN2 turbos I've seen have been on fire at the side of the road.
Yeah. So I would always go supercharged on one of these, I have to admit. I mean, I'm sure turbocharged, people have their own preference, don't they? But I think on this car, they're just safer that way. So it'd be nice.
I love a turbocharged K20. I've got one. And you've got a supercharged K20.
Yeah, I've had turbocharged K20s though. I had an MB that was turbocharged and I absolutely loved it.
That was a beast. Where's that car now?
Miles away. We've got the ECU for it recently because the K Pro's gone faulty, ain't it? So we've had the ECU recently, but yeah. Anyway, should we have a look at that graph?
Let's do it. Well, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, guys. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. And there's another fantastic FN2 on its way to have some fun. And we'll see you on the next one, won't we, Jeno? We will indeed. So there we go. As we always say, red line is as she came in, blue line is as she leaves. Obviously, we fixed the problem and then we got it tuned up and it is looking phenomenal. What a quick car that will be. Core blimey, supercharged FN2s are the bomb, aren't they? Love them. Right.
I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.